Hi, I'm Jesse Campbell, and I'm in Pasadena, California right now. The sun came out as I was driving, and we've been having some very rainy, cool days recently, and I was so excited that I pulled over. And then I thought, wow, this is so indicative of life. Into each life some rain must fall. Because since the last 17th video, I've had some very challenging times. And I'm like, you know what, let me do this video because I'm always sharing the videos when I'm up and I'm out traveling the world. But let me share these moments when I'm home and having a bit of a valley, rainy experience. So, to those of you who don't get a check on a consistent basis, I hear you and I feel you. So please hear what I'm saying. Especially you men. I find out that there's more men watching my videos than women, and I really appreciate that, guys. So let me keep it real with you. I've been having challenges financially. I've taken some hits and gone through some things I didn't expect, and I'm like, God, I've done everything that you've given me to do, and I really don't feel, I keep it real with God, the workings of your taking it, the opportunity of my extremity. And what do I do in the meantime? All I'm doing, God, is asking you to help me to deal with the meantime. I know it's already done. So while I'm talking, Uber comes to mind. I'm like, come on, man, I'm not driving no Uber again. What? But listen, I found a way to make it work. And it was the simplest truth that was applicable, the work to the faith. So here it is. Supply and demand. Demand and supply. It's always there. So I'm like, well, God, before every day, the beginning of the day, I say, God, I pray that you would bring about the divine appointments and connections with those who have the demand of a ride with my supply of a ride, and with those who agree to the higher surge rates and those within the parameter of the milestones that Uber offers the drivers that would bring about the manifestation of a greater wealth. And bam, it always happens. It never fails. So I found a way to make the rain work for me. Okay, like, we're so used to these sunny, warm, and smoggy days here in California. But when the rain comes, it's like either you like it or you don't. But whether you want it or not, it happens. So I'm like, okay, if into each life some rain must fall, so it's my perception of the rain that brings about the effectiveness of it. So how can I work this, in my favor? So I'm like, this is so good. So bottom line is, when the rain falls here, it clears away the smog. It makes everything so much greener. The flowers and plants begin to bloom, and it's just so much clearer. So I'm like, God, this is so true to life. So I've allowed this moment to be turned into something that enables me to clear the smog of debt and to pay the bills, and brings about a blooming of the flowers of the desires to go out and spend some time with my daughter, or maybe go on a date. You know what I'm saying? So hey, and even Uber is offering this. If you complete 75 trips within a certain amount of time, you get a bonus $500 on top of your earnings. So you can use this code. I'll try to post it on here, but if not, then look at the caption, the words here, and you'll see the code, and that's what will enable you to reach that, get that bonus $500. And if you do that, send me an email and I'll share some other tips about how I made it work. So if you have a car, you get a check or you don't on a consistent basis, and you have a car, you can get an extra check. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have a car, I know someone who got a car through Uber and they're making it work for them as well. So just do what you have to do in the meantime until you can do what you want to do all the time. That's basically what I'm sharing. It's challenging, but I welcome the challenging times because it's literally making me stronger. It's making me better. It's making me wiser. And don't let pride get in the way. Brothers, look here. I took this one young lady out. Gorgeous. And at the end of the meal, I pull out my Groupon, and she fidgeting and looking at the Groupon and looking around to see who looking. And I'm like, I know she ain't tripping because I got a Groupon, because every dollar I save on this date, that is a dollar that's going toward the next date and the next date. And if a woman got issues with Groupon and issues with Uber, then let them be. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody appreciates the frugalness of brothers who's going to always have something because they always saving something. So anyway, needless to say, that was our Last Supper. You may as well just spread out a table and have some disciples and Jesus sitting there like, because that was the Last Supper. So don't let pride get in the way, man. Go on and make that money and turn that rain into a different kind of rain. You know what I'm saying? Peace. I'm Jesse Campbell. Love and light.